views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
This is your moment. Gather together each week to follow leadership by example, love, and inspiration. Welcome to Miracles of Holistic Health and Wellness with one of the most prominent naturopathic doctors in this country, as well as a leading detoxification and environmental illness specialist. Now, here's your host, Dr. Roni.
Welcome. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By, and I'm Dr. Pat. I'm joined by my main man, Mr. B.
What up?
Hello, B. And we're joined by B and B, the other B. The other B's in the other room, making connections happen.
Wait a minute.
Dr. Roni DeLuce joining us here today, the day after Valentine's Day. Oh, my gosh. This is a conversation. Dr. Roni is on the warpath. She is alarmed over our sugar addiction epidemic in this country. Yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about this. So we're going to talk with her about what this epidemic is about, what we need to do to change it, what is a detox, what is a cleanse, how do we wipe it out, and how do we get ourselves in shape. Now, Benny, I will tell you. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Did you have any candy yesterday?
Of course I did.
I did too.
Didn't have a lot, though. I'm still not a huge sweet fan, and I appreciate the chocolate that you donated us.
It was good, healthy, dark
It was really
chocolate.
good. And that's the thing. So I had some of that.
It's healthy.
And, my girlfriend, she had some, too.
Yeah.
So with the two of that combined, we didn't have much still around the house. I'm still a salt guy by heart.
I'm a salt guy.
I could eat like a couple bites of a candy bar and be like, I'm done with it. But give me like a bag of chips, I'm all over it. And then literally here comes a beer, and then it happens to go from there. However,
yeah,
we took control of the situation yesterday.
Yeah. Well, how did you treat the boys?
Oh, they were fine.
Yeah.
We're not giving them that.
No, you took control. Well, I don't remember you as a big sweet guy.
No, I never have been.
Yeah.
Other than my personality, yes, thank you. But.
Yeah, exactly. But you are a little bit more on the salty side.
Mm-hmm. And again, my personality. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a little bit on the salty side too.
You're a little salty dog.
We're a little bit salty dogs. Yeah,
that sounds good too.
What did Popeye say? We need a Popeye sound clip.
I didn't know he said that.
Popeye's got these sound clips out there.
You're talking age now. That's before my time.
Here we go. All
right, Pat. I had to call you out.
You're right. We are talking age, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it like am I like the only one like that even knows who Popeye is?
Well, we know of the character, yes.
But Popeye is not even anywhere on TV. You know what?
Rarely.
Actually, we should have them bring Popeye into the 21st century and make him Cyber Popeye.
Who would it be?
It would be a Cyber Popeye.
If there was a movie, who would be the character of Popeye?
Who would be the character? Oh, I think I know.
Who?
Gerard Butler.
Think so?
I
can see that.
Yeah, can't you see it? He was the guy in that crazy movie, where he was the serial killer
killing
everybody.
Crazy movie.
Yeah. Don't you think he would be? And then he was in that 300 movie. I think he would be. Who would you make a Popeye?
I was going to go, I like Robert Downey Jr. I think he'd be pretty good.
But he's an Iron Man.
So?
I know, but okay.
See where I'm going with that, though.
Yeah,
Spinach
right.
and iron?
He would be good. You know what? Gerard Butler can be the Brutus guy. You're right. Who would be
perfect? There you go.
Who would be Olive Oil? Come on.
I'm thinking.
I got mine.
Someone's got to be super thin, though. All right, you go first.
Jennifer Aniston.
No, I don't see her. She's too short.
Benny.
Isn't... It's true. She's like...
Oh, I don't think she's acting anymore. Uma Thurman. She married some billionaire guy.
That's actually a much better
That's
pick.
a better Uma. Mm-hmm. But she's married a billionaire guy.
Happens.
Yeah. She doesn't eat any sugar, I don't think. You can't possibly look like Uma Thurman and eat any sugar.
Oh, Brian says Shannon Doherty. That's not bad. She's on the little crazy side. I don't know. Olive oil really wasn't that crazy, though.
No, olive oil was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, spinach. Got me to eat my spinach.
What about the other Shannon? Shannon Elizabeth. Yeah, see, you gotta take down the girls, though.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
olive
there we
oil
go.
has
Yeah.
some...
Well, I got to tell you, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
It's all about sugar.
Tangent.
Yeah. One of the things I loved is there was a show on, what do you call it? A chef show, one of those chef shows. And Charlize Theron was doing, they were doing a thing.
She was a guest judge or something like that, wasn't she?
She is so anti-sugar. She is
Really?
I mean, come on. Really? And actually, she's going to be so wicked in this upcoming version of Sleeping Beauty. But Dr. Roni is here, and we're going to get wicked right now.
Yeah, we
You
tracked her
wanna know
down.
why? Do you know why we're getting wicked?
Why?
Because sugar. Do you know how much sugar is? And I cannot mention the name, Dr. Roni, because I will get in trouble. I cannot mention the name. Do you know how much sugar is in a 12-ounce can of one of our most popular bubbly drinks? Do you know how much sugar is in it? I can't read no names.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't mention the name.
I bet we're probably into the 4 digits, at least.
41 grams of sugar in 12 ounces.
Oh, and grams of sugar. I think in calories.
12 ounces.
That's still a lot.
12 ounces.
Jeez.
Dr. Roni, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Hello. How are you?
Well, Benny and I were just doing true confessions around what we ate yesterday.
Well, yeah, everyone loves to love you. Did they love you yesterday with sugar?
I actually got Benny and Brian dark chocolate.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
I can't tell you. And I was really surprised at my son. But, people love to love us with sugar. And, everything just about have sugar in it. So I understand that it's difficult not to eat it because sugar is in just about everything. And, that hidden sugar, we would never think that sugar was in it. And I have to tell you, though, food-focused celebrations are increasing. We socialize with our friends with sugar. Wine has sugar in it. Just about everything has sugar in it. And I'm saying I'm never going to drink ever, but I do realize that it has sugar in it, and I know what to do after. And I also know when to stop. And I think people need to hear the fact that sugar makes you want more sugar.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Roni, save me now. You didn't hear me say that I actually had dark chocolate last night. I don't know how there was a quarter of a dark chocolate bar left. I don't even know where that came from, okay? But, it was one of these really good, organic, blah, 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 90%, whatever it is. I couldn't eat just a piece of it. I had to eat everything that was left of it.
I know. It's not your fault. Don't be so mad at
Benny,
yourself because
see that? It's not my fault.
You crave it. And what it does to us, it allows our blood sugar to go way up, and we feel good. We feel energy, and we go, wow, this is great. So you keep socializing, and you keep picking that next piece, then you get another piece, or you drink another cup of it, and then all of a sudden you crash. You feel horrible. You're exhausted. You're tired. You feel a little depressed. You don't know what's wrong with you, and you don't even think about it because all you know is you already have something to solve the problem. That's more sugar. So you have more sugar, and you're not even realizing that you're doing that. And so when you do crash and you run out of sugar, you hit the bed, and you think it's all your fault, and you go, I'm depressed. So most people who are hooked on sugar always have in their bag or their purse or their car or everywhere, they always have sugar, and they think that what they're doing is helping their energy level, but what they're doing is they're making their energy level worse.
Yeah. We actually have made it sexy to pop in a candy bar or something like that. Did you know? Let's just talk about sugar, what we're talking about here for a minute. We think that some people nibble, they throw a little okay, Dr. Roni, I'm going to have to pull it out of my coat pocket if I had it. This morning I went to a breakfast with my friends. It was a birthday thing that we did, and I was given 2 Dove bars. Not Dove bars, 2 of the little bite-sized Doves. Now, I don't eat chocolate, but they gave it to me. I'm going to open it up because there's like a fortune on it. Mm-hmm. And so if you're sitting there all day and you go for 1 bar or you go for this snack or you go for those snacks, it's crazy. One small, I can't mention the brand name, candy bar has 18 grams. Yeah. A regular has 30, and a king size 54 grams.
Yes.
54 grams. What does that do to our body?
Oh, do you know that people don't think about it, but sugar, not only does it disrupt your insulin levels, and that's a whole nother science, and I won't even talk about that because that's huge what it does to us, our bodies and our pancreas. But people don't realize that it decreases your immune system. And, and when something, like, for example, the last thing you want when you're sick is sugar, because I just said it decreases your immune system. Not only that, it helps the body to remove minerals from the body. Now, we need minerals, so why would we want to do that? We need essential minerals within our body. That's how our cellular level works. Our cells go about their daily job of getting rid of waste. And if we're not helping our cellular level to get rid of waste, what we're doing is we're helping our cells to keep the waste in by eating sugar.
Yeah.
It also decreases the oxygen in our body. I mean, you could write a whole book on how sugar destroys our immune system.
Let's just be really clear about one thing, and this is worth you going in and doing a description. We'll probably have you do this when we come back from break. You know, we're not just talking about sugar like, honestly, I grew up in a family, Italian family, right? And there were always these little sugar cubes on the, there was never really big bags of sugar, but these little sugar cubes that my grandpa used to put in the espresso or something like that. That's when he wasn't putting the Zambuca in it. He was putting a little sugar cube. He couldn't fool us. Now it's really different. I mean, we're looking at sugar, but we're not just talking about that granulated sugar. When we come back from break, I want you to talk about the different forms of sugar, because when you read the labels on some of these fruit chews, and I'm just shocked. I'm looking at a fruit chew thing here, package right now. If it says fruit, it doesn't mean it doesn't have 34 grams of sugar or something like sugar. When we come back, Dr. Roni is going to give us the various kinds of sugar that are in these so that you're able to understand what they are. You know, it isn't just this thing that says sugar cane. There are other things. They're hidden in there. What are they? We'll tell you when we come back. We'll be right back.
Tune in to Sheer Alchemy with Leslie Fontaine on TransformationTalkRadio.com and get ready to stir up your passions, remove your blocks, and shift into an entirely new existence. Speaker, teacher, channel, clairvoyant, Leslie Fontaine is a transformation catalyst who channels a powerful energy from source to catapult listeners into living the life they were born to live. Whether it's shifting from scarcity to abundance, from emotional pain into joy, or from illness into health, Leslie will help you step into the true essence and power of all that you are with the help of the Ascended Masters and Archangels. You will not be the same. Visit TransformationTalkRadio.com for show dates and times, and LeslieFontaine.com to say yes to explosive abundance.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Roni DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Roni DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Roni DeLuce at info@RoniDeLuceOnRadio.com and visit mtheholisticretreat.com. Dr. Roni DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
Hey everyone, meet my friends at the maca team. The ancient Inca root vegetable maca is known worldwide for its huge array of health benefits. As a family-run company of true maca specialists, the maca team is here to bring you the best maca the Peruvian mountains has to offer. Yellow maca, used to promote endurance, vitality, fertility, hormone health, and much more, is on sale now. I love it. Visit themacateam.com to order yours now. Themacateam.com.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
best-selling author, Dr. Roni DeLuce, joining me here today. We're going to give you lots of information. People come from all over the world to her amazing retreat in Martha's Vineyard, all over the world. They come to her to get healed. They come to her to detox. They come to her to live a vitalistic, healthy life. Why? Because Dr. Roni understands and knows what it means to not be well. You know, to have your body break down, to have your body kind of, struggling to go day to day to day. And now she is the spokesperson for what it means to eat healthily, to live a strong life. And today we're taking on sugar. Yeah. I had true confessions with Dr. Roni. We were talking about growing up as kids. One of the things we did and one of the things we loved around this holiday, around Valentine's Day or other days, one of the things you would always be able to find are those chocolate-covered cherries. Dr. Roni is going to school me on this. Dr. Roni, welcome to the show.
Oh, the chocolate-covered cherries. It's a double whammy. Not only did you have sugar, but you had lots of toxins. But you know what? I love them. They were pretty, aren't they?
They were delicious.
Red cherries. You bite into it and it's squished in your mouth.
Yes.
I understand, but I have to tell you, as long as you understand what you're doing, you can stop. See, today I want to talk to people about stopping.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when you start, now just think about this. When you start, let's just go back to Halloween.
Okay.
We got Halloween. Oh, I don't even want to tell you what happened. And then we have Thanksgiving, the sweet potato pies. Then we have Christmas, and they even put sugar on ham, that honey-baked ham.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not even done. Then you have New Year's Eve with the toast. And then you have the Super Bowl with more sugar. Then you have Valentine's Day. That's where we're at. How many months? Was that half the year, or am I making this up? That was a half the year of sugar. We started in Halloween, and now it's February. When is enough? It's time to stop. And you know what? You can stop. Because one of the things that we don't realize why we're not stopping is it's not our fault. The sugar level goes up, and it makes us feel good. So what happens, that's an artificial feeling. We're not supposed to have a sugar high. We're supposed to have a nutritional high. We're supposed to feel good with the nutrition that we put in our body. Because when you have those highs and lows in your blood sugar, that's artificial, because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be coming down. It sounds like a high to you. You come down, you take more sugar, you go back up. You come down, you take more sugar, and you go back up. Your entire day is a mess, all because of sugar. So it's not that people feel all day long exhausted. It's that they're making themselves feel exhausted all day long. Because, it's the opposite. It's not I do sugar because I feel bad. It's you feel bad because you do sugar.
Right.
So what I want to tell you is that today the answer is nutrition. It's about maximum nutrition all day. If you have some sugar in the morning, you can stop that sugar, and I can tell you that there's foods that I know that people eat every single morning. They start off with a big, huge glass of sugar. So that sets their day up for failure. But you can stop right there. Okay, protein. Protein is the food that allows the blood sugar to be even out during the day. Vegetables is the food that allows the blood sugar to be even out during the day. There are different types of food that's healthy that you can put into your body during the day that helps your blood sugar to stay even. Now, for an example, when I talk about maximum nutritional a lot, and people don't understand a lot of times what I'm saying. But basically what I'm saying is when you put food in your body, make sure it has nutrition in it. Like, for an example, if I start my morning out with a protein drink, that's going to sustain me for hours. And I may not only have that protein drink, and, because I know that it has a lot of nutrition in it and it has protein in it, but I may have, like, a salad during the day. I may have, a bran muffin during the day, or I may have other foods to sustain me, but I do know that protein drink, even if I don't have anything else, I know that protein drink is going to keep my blood sugar even. So what I'm trying to say to people is that if you put other things in your body, it will allow your blood sugar to feel even, and you don't have to feel like you're a slave to your tongue by going to get more sugar.
All right,
The
let's
other
talk
thing-
about this before we go ahead. I think it's really important that you define sugar for people, because we're not just talking about looking at the label and looking at the word sugar. There are other things. Well, tell people what else to look for, because I think many of us went along in our lives and we looked for the word sugar and we didn't see it there and we thought, oh, we're good.
I know.
And then we always see the label that says no sugar added. So we thought, oh, no sugar.
No.
Okay. No, I'm serious. I bought
know.
something the other day. It said no sugar added. I brought it home and I was shocked.
I know.
So let's give us a working platform for this, and then we'll kick it into gear.
Well, the easiest thing, anything that has glucose, okay? You can remember that.
Yeah.
Sucrose.
Fructose.
Sucrose, glucose.
High fructose.
High fructose. There you go. That was sort of easy. They will pop out at you. And I get upset when I see that, no sugar added. High fructose corn syrup is a highly processed liquid sugar, and it's not only is highly processed, but it's also contaminated. That's the worst thing that you could put in your body all day long. The other thing you have to understand is that when you buy things and I always tell people, don't open up bags of things that you don't understand. It has all of these chemicals on it, and you don't know what they are. If you don't know what they are, then why are you eating it? There's so many different types of names for sugars out there that you just have to start educating yourself by finding out, especially if you're a borderline diabetic.
Right.
Because they'll say things like healthy sugar. They'll say things like coarse sugar. They'll say things like fruit sugar. They'll say things like granulated sugar. Those are easy. You know what? Sugar is sugar is sugar, whether it's a healthier type of sugar or whether it's a bad sugar.
Right.
Your body don't need sugar.
Right. And everybody thinks, you know what, this is really, this was an aha moment for me about a year ago. If it says organic sugar, it's still sugar. If it says brown sugar, it's still sugar. Okay. Trick question. Agave and xylitol.
Yes. No. I believe I have, look, I've done research, so much research around sugar. I study what sugar does to the cellular level, because my program's all about the cells. It's all about the cells because, I'm not, people misunderstand and they think I'm the juice lady or, they have all kinds of things where they don't have any idea, but it's not about whether you're going to put healthier sugar. You have to educate yourself on why do you really want to put sugar in your body all day in the beginning. You want to put in your body nutrition. You want to put in your body things that are going to work at your cellular level, things that have minerals and vitamins in it, things that are going to help you to be healthy, help your body to repair, which is the most important thing. Sugar is something that has to do with taste. And I understand that a lot of times you want taste, but the other answer is it's not artificial sugar, because now you're going to trick your body with the artificial sugar. And then now I have to start talking about all the toxins. So I'm going from sugar to toxicity. But the thing that you want to remember is that when you're doing sugar, you want to pick the best one for that particular recipe, but you have to understand it's still sugar. And so if you're going to raise your blood sugar level, then what you have to also make sure you're doing is that you're evening it out with some protein, like a protein powder. And I've always told my kids that the most important thing is to keep your blood sugar even throughout the day, because now in the school systems we have a high incidence of children with diabetes. Mm-hmm. And so these children, they find that the teachers are coming in and giving them a snack. So my son wanted to know, well, why was this particular kid getting a snack and the rest of the kids weren't getting a snack? Well, first of all, I thought that was wrong, that all kids should get snack, but I had to explain to him the reason why, and I had to give him a science behind that person's blood sugar had to stay even, and that's why the teacher was coming in and giving that person a snack. So, and I told him, I said, if you want to avoid highs and lows in your sugar, I want you to have a protein shake every single morning.
Right.
My son has the protein shake every single morning. You know what? I said, uh-oh. Looks like he's losing a little weight. I found out that he wasn't hungry. Mm. His blood sugar was even. He wasn't hungry. So now I had to say, but now, son, you still have to eat lunch, because now it's not just about keeping your blood sugar even. I know you're not hungry, but now it's about nutrition. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only do you keep your blood sugar even, you still have to put the nutrition in your body all day long, because that's how you have a healthy immune system. That's how you keep your body healthy. So, and the other thing you have to remember, too, when they put a lot of sugar in different foods, it's not just sugar that we're worried about. We're worried about artificial food coloring. We're worried about food additives. We're worried about sometimes, and I hate to say this part, but if you don't look at the bags really carefully, and I don't believe in opening up bags and cans anyway, but if you don't look at it really carefully, sometimes you will get right down to the fact that sometimes they even have heavy metals in your food.
Yeah, exactly. When we come back, Dr. Roni, we're going to talk about the 1,000 chemicals plus that are dumped into our food supply every day. But before we do, Dr. Roni, I want to make sure everybody's got your website. Give out your website. When we come back, we're going to tell everybody about a special retreat offer.
Go to my website. It's MV for Martha's Vineyard, holisticretreat.com. MV, holisticretreat.com. Join my fan page, 21 pounds in 21 days /fans.
All right. And for those of you out there, remember this word, arsenic. When we come back, we'll tell you where you can find it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show.
Disease, one of the most dreaded words in our vocabulary. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know traditionally we have viewed disease as a degenerative process? Disease is better understood when we view it as dis-ease in the human body. Dis-ease means without ease. Health is not merely the absence of disease. It's when every part of the body works together effortlessly, relaxed and at ease. It's that relaxed state that lets energy flow in waves through and around the entire body. Every organ has an electrical charge, and when overcharged or undercharged, dis-ease occurs. And it is an effort to go through our day. We are able to determine the exact dis-ease of the body and design a specific solution to correct the nutritional imbalance. Contact us at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And visit us at maryjanemack.com.
What if we really didn't have to die to go to heaven? Are you curious about the afterlife or rebirth? The highly anticipated new book from author Dr. Susan Allison, You Don't Have to Die to Go to Heaven, is available now. Find out how to find guidance and healing in the spirit realms. Order the book today and put it on your must-read list for 2016. Visit drsusanallison.com to learn more.
Introducing the Lucid Planet, a digital gathering place featuring cutting-edge, high-vibrational content that will empower and inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. Visit the Lucid Planet today to stimulate your mind, body, and soul as you connect with a global community of like-minded people. The Lucid Planet is edited by renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly Neff, who is here to help you cope with anxiety, connect to your higher purpose, uncover your true passions, and live your dreams. Dr. Kelly's fresh, compassionate perspective emphasizes growth, transformation, healing, and thriving. Even in the face of adversity, say goodbye to bad news and low vibrational media for good and become part of the larger collective of people working together to navigate the global shift of consciousness and transform the world from within. Join the planet, the Lucid Planet. Visit thelucidplanet.com. Welcome home. Are you ready for a radical shift in your way of being? Are you seeking a more deeply connected and fulfilling life? Awakened Living Radio is a show dedicated to helping you embrace a life filled with profound peace, connection, and happiness. TJ Woodward is passionate about helping you find your clarity, balance, and purpose. Join co-host TJ Woodward and Dr. Pat Basili on the first Monday of every month at 11 a.m. Pacific Time for Awakened Living Radio on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Shack beyond the tracks, and everybody calls it the Sugar Shack.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show, talk radio to thrive by. You guys know you got that sugar hiding in that jar. Oh, come on, I even got that chocolate hiding in my cabinet. Actually hid it, Benny. I actually hid the little chocolate in the messiest cabinet in my house, the pantry cabinet. I like shoved it next to a can. What am I thinking I'm doing with that? Can of soup.
Oh, okay.
Can of soup right next to it.
A can of chocolate. I mean, where else would I put it next to? A can of syrup. Or whatever.
My gosh.
Kidding.
But that's so perfect, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about the sugar. It's really about looking at the whole picture, what we eat. Now, Benny and I don't know about Benny, and maybe Dr. Roni will do another show on this because this is important as well. I can't be in the same room with a bag of sea salt and vinegar chips. I cannot be in the same room with that.
Wow.
Benny might need a beer. I don't need the beer. But I cannot be in the same room with one of those. And we're going to have to do a show on carbohydrates.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I mean, come on. You know, we all know what we love to eat, and why. And, you know, part of the problem, Dr. Roni, is we don't know why we can't stop eating them, and that's what today's show is about. Before we jump into that, please tell everybody about what you've put together for our listeners about the retreat, what you've got going on, and how people can find a very, very amazing way to get healthy with Dr. Roni DeLuz.
Well, you know, the retreat is my whole life, and I'm probably always going to have a retreat, even when I'm 100, because for me, it saved my life, and it saves a lot of lives around the country. And we have people coming to the retreat even out of the country now. It's amazing. And I'm always reminded of my blessings, you know, by taking care of others and showing them how to live a healthier life. And I always believe that it's never too late to change your life around until it's over, until it's too late.
Until it's too late.
That's right. And I find people that, you know, doctors have sent to my retreat that, you know, basically sent them, you know, in humor, you know, just get your life in order. Yes, you should go there. And they're still alive today, many years later. So I'm here to say it's never too late. And it's a blessing for me to have that retreat. And it's a blessing for me to talk to you, because I was really sick and many, many years ago, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. I was on 12 prescription drugs, and finally I said, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die pure. And I got off everything slowly, and here I am today, educating people all around the world. But it's a quaint place, and my birthday, and I don't like to talk about my birthday because I love it when people say, oh, my God, I can't believe it. But
so they say the same thing to you.
I have so much work to do. I just wanted to slow down.
Yeah, they say the same thing to you. Don't you love it when they look at you and they say, "Oh my God, you don't look that old."
Exactly, I love that
you don't
part.
Look that old.
I know, but you know.
Oh my God. Okay.
And you can get there too, because it's not hard. And the other thing that I don't like when people say, "Oh, you know, it's a miracle. That was a miracle that person." No, it wasn't a miracle that person's alive and well today. It's nutrition. It's just nutrition. And I don't want it when people think it's so difficult to save your life. It's not difficult. You just have to educate yourself on what the body wants and give the body what it needs. So during the month of February and March, we're having a special here because I was going to go to Saudi Arabia and decided to put that trip off to later. And I'm here detoxing with my clients. So anybody that's coming in February and March, they get to have me the entire 2 months.
Wow. And, you know, you're very busy. I was talking to Kamisha, who was talking with you, and you got people coming through that door like, you know, my gosh, you know, like fireflies in the summer.
Exactly. And I try to take a break. You know, of course, you know, the presidents and their team and everybody comes in August. So in August, I try every year to take a vacation. Otherwise, I don't ever get a vacation.
I know.
And people were looking at me like I was crazy. They were saying, you got to be kidding me. The busiest month on Martha's Vineyard, and you're going to go on vacation. I said, well, yeah, because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to be well enough to finish the rest of the year. So it gets really busy on Martha's Vineyard in August, and that's the time when I'm at my lowest. So if you ever see me in August, you'll know why. I live on Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and, you know, it's the whole Cape Cod and also Cape Cod, the whole thing.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And one of my most favorite places to visit every summer. It's just gorgeous. But it's also, you know, what you do, Dr. Roni, is, you know, you've put together a detox program for people on a budget as well. You've been very sensitive to people's needs and what they're going through, because you're all about healing somebody's liver. You're all about talking about people that have cancer and health issues and Lyme disease. I mean, what are some of the folks, if you don't mind, just sharing with us some of the conditions that people show up with when they come visit you?
Well, by the time someone comes walking through the doors of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, we're not talking about a cold or a flu or a sore leg. We're talking about whole body diseases. And we're talking about things like cancer, hepatitis, HIV, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, liver diseases and kidney diseases, and colon, a lot of IBS, a lot of Lyme's. You know, I live on Martha's Vineyard, so we get a lot of Lyme
Oh,
disease.
yeah, you do. Oh, my gosh.
And,
yeah, of course you
these
do.
Are whole body diseases that we're talking about. And fibromyalgia, endocrine disorders, and sometimes mixed diagnoses because sometimes what happens, by the time someone comes to me, they said that they've had it with the whole routine of going to this doctor, that doctor, this doctor, and what happens to them is they end up with a bowl of pills, and they're confused, and they lose their focus and their memory, and by the time they get to me, they don't even know why they're taking all the drugs that they're taking. So I go, okay, that's number one. Number one is we have to get them clarity. We have to get their stress level down. We have to deal with the pain and the anxiety before we do anything else, because you can be really sick, but you can't get well until we get to your emotions. Isn't that amazing? And we're going to do a whole hour on emotional detoxing, because that's really an amazing subject. And I love to talk about that because that's what we see a lot. We emotionally detox them just so that we can start to begin to talk about their Lyme disease or their colon disease. How do we even get to the physical part of someone's disease if we can't touch their emotions? And that's why they end up coming to our retreat.
Dr. Roni, one of the things that, that's why we call this a holistic retreat. One of the things that you've said yes to is you've said yes to making your retreat, making your home, making, the work that you do in the world available for people. People come in from all over the world. What have you discovered in these past, let's just say 3 years? What are you seeing a rise in, so to speak?
Oh, toxicity. Dr. Pat, it saddens me very much to know that there's just not a lot of people out there that are understanding that they're poisoning themselves every single day. I've seen a rise in a lot of different things because of toxicity. So I can't really say that there's been a rise in cancer or there's been a rise in diabetes. There's been a rise in all of these chronic diseases. And that's the sad thing to say. It's a rise in most of these chronic diseases based on the fact that our world and our body and our emotions are so toxic. And that's why we have such a rise in it. I mean, diabetes saddens me because while we're sitting here talking, they're out there in the world, the science are out there trying to decide on which needle they're going to make so that our children can inject themselves with insulin so that the needle don't hurt.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is I would love to be able to be out there reaching the teachers and the parents and middle America on how to teach our kids how to eat so that they don't have to inject their bodies with insulin. So that's where we need to be concentrating on. We need to be out there cleaning up our school system and not giving them artificial food to eat, but giving them, and we have come a long way, and I'm not saying that we're not getting better. We are, but not fast enough. And the only reason why we're getting better is because we're getting worse. Do you understand what I mean? We're getting better because it's so bad. Why did we wait till it gets so bad to get better? And so we still have a lot more work to do, and we have to be a lot faster because we're in a crisis. We're in a crisis where our school systems are really not handling the children in the correct way because the children are not eating the right way. And so how do we expect them to behave in a way that we want them to when they're not eating? They're eating, but they're starving. what are they eating? They're not eating food that feeds their cellular levels. They're eating food that make their bodies toxic. And then we expect so much out of them, but we're not feeding them correctly. So we have a lot of work to do, and that's why I'm trying to slow down my birthdays, because I know I have a lot of work to do.
Me too. Me too. But, also part of this, Dr. Roni, is, I don't know about you, but, my mission is about educating and presenting the issues to people. And despite what is going on in the news or the media, and for example, like, you mentioned Lyme disease, and for those of you that don't know this, Dr. Roni mentioned Lyme disease and being in the East Coast. And, of course, by the way, Lyme is the name of a city in Connecticut, correct, Dr. Roni?
That's right.
That's right. That's funny how that name came up, right? It's not the name of the tick. The tick is like the black-headed something tick. Wow, some kind of name. But part of this is education, right? I mean, you're battling information that's out there that isn't necessarily presenting the real deal. So, for example, for a really long time, high fructose corn sugar, right? Mm-hmm. It's still sugar. It doesn't matter what it was. But, now when we're talking about the kind of illnesses we're talking about, fibromyalgia, Lyme disease, even when you go to look at Lyme disease on the map, you'll see that the state of Washington doesn't show up in any broad color. But guess what? The state next to us, Oregon, does. Because there are so many political aspects of this. How do you move past the politics and get to the truth?
That's right.
Let's hold that question for when we come back. Dr. Roni DeLuz joining us here. Question is, how do you get past the politics and get to the truth? Well, you keep doing what we're doing, I guess. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Clap your hands, everybody, and everybody just clap your hands. Fly girls, clap your hands.
Are you ready to thread your life with intuition? Intuit Apparel can help you do just that. This is not just about a piece of clothing. This is about a movement, an awakening, and staying centered in life. Your life. Intuitive and host of the radio show Get Into It, Lynn Brown, was given this image with the intention of a clothing line designed to represent the essence of life itself. Visit intuitapparel.com now and wear your intuition with pride.
Song of the Heart, Walking the Path of Light, from author and healer Francine Vale, is available now. Through Francine's life story, we learn how imperative it is to love one another. Once this simple truth is learned, peace on earth will prevail. Song of the Heart is a life lived and a story told for this purpose. To learn more about Francine and her amazing gifts, or to order your copy of the book today, visit angelsandlightbeings.com.
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Atana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Atana Vadili. All you need to do is visit his website, atanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com, and sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's atanamethod.com.
What is a Master Soul Gardener? With Nomi Bahar, you can be one too. Her revolutionary Gates of Power method is a comprehensive program that addresses every aspect of yourself and gives you the tools to tend to the seeds of your soul's garden. Let Nomi guide you through and beyond what's holding you back and help you embrace the life you've always dreamed of. To learn more about upcoming classes and workshops, visit gatesofpower.com today.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners, award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Roni DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Roni DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Roni DeLuce at info@RoniDeLuceOnRadio.com and visit mtheholisticretreat.com. Dr. Roni DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Dr. Roni DeLuce in the house. It's always fun. You should hear what we talk about during the breaks. Kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
But, you know, we are committed to getting the word out there. I mean, that's what this is about. And I would love for you to share what we can do, what we need to stop, and what we need to become to make sure that we're living a vitalistic life here and now.
And we can, and it's never too late. And one of the things that I want to tell you, and you know, and I don't want people to think that you're done, that you're so bad off that you can never change your life around, because that's not true. I just told you all the wonderful things that happen at the retreat, and you can get better, and people have gotten better. But start with your own home, start with your house, and look for things in your pantry, and just take a day this week and throw away all the toxic food and look for things. You start with bags and you start with cans, and you start reading the labels on the back of them, and you just start with the A and go all the way to Z and just say in your mind, do I know what this chemical is? You know, some of these chemicals just are there just to thicken your food, to make your gravies taste good. Do you need that? And then go through and start looking at the artificial colors like, you know, red, blue 1 and red 2 and all of those artificial colors, and ask yourself, do you really need to have those artificial colorings in your body all the time? And then go through another one, that aspartame, the artificial sweeteners that people love and think that that's helping them because they don't eat sugar, so they eat that. Pick your poison. Why do you need to have that one as opposed to sugar? They're both bad. Do you need to have any of them? There's another alternative out there, guys. There's a great sweetener out there that's all natural, that's not artificial. Then you go through B and you ask yourself about all the benzoic acid, and you ask yourself, do you need that? So many people are allergic to that. And then you ask yourself, do you need the BHA and the BHT in your food? And that's when you start getting to the artificial foods that they call preservatives. That's preserving your food. If you need to preserve your food, do you need to eat that? And then you go through some other things. And the ones that I love that they put it in canned milk, and we've got to be careful with our children, is look at a canned milk before you open it up and ask yourself, do you need all 5 or 6 of these chemicals just to have that? And then you ask yourself about stuff like corn syrup. When you're trying to lose weight and you want to know why you're not losing weight, then take a look at your toxic level and ask yourself this question: how in the world can my body lose weight when I'm giving it all this artificial stuff? A lot of those diets out there, guys, have a lot of artificial things in it, and they have preservatives in it, and that's why your body do not keep the weight off, because the body's lacking nutrition. And then you just keep going down that line, high fructose corn syrup. Do you need it? And then you ask yourself, do you need that other favorite one that they put in chocolate? Is maltitol. That's a great one that they love. It's another sugar. Ask yourself if you need that. And then you look at those artificial diet sodas, and you ask yourself, and you look at yourself in the mirror, and you ask yourself, do you really need that? What is that doing for your body today? And then all of the artificial fat, when they say no fat in this product, well, ask yourself, do you need that artificial fat, or do you not need fat? And by the way, not having fat in your life is not a good thing, but you need good fat. You don't need artificial fat. And then you go down, and we're still got another long list to go to, but I'm on fat now. There's another one that we call, it is causing a lot of allergies all over the place, and that's that sodium benzoate, benzoic acid. Be very careful. It's one of the biggest ones in a lot of foods all over the place. And sodium nitrate, that's another one you got to be careful of. And then the artificial sweetener, not to come back to that, but that's the one that's fooling most people, because I'll see it on frozen desserts, I'll see it on tabletop sweeteners, and it just says artificial sweetener, and it doesn't say what it is. Look at the bottle and see what type of artificial sweetener. You don't need it. And then sulfur dioxide, they call it sulfite. That's another big one that's causing a lot of reactions, a lot of allergic reactions in people. And they put that in a lot of wines and dried fruits.
Exactly.
And a lot of processed potatoes and stuff like that. So you have to look at anything that's processed. And sometimes because it says a natural food doesn't mean it's a natural food. I don't believe that dried food or dried fruit is a natural food if they put those types of preservatives in it. So be careful with that word as well. And your beverages. Your beverages is the number one thing that will get you in a lot of trouble, because they just put a lot of what we call wetting agents in it, that glycerol, triacetate. You'll find that in a lot of beverages, so be really careful of that.
Wow.
And don't chew sugar-free chewing gum. Because that one, you have to make sure that you are not getting in one of those preservatives that they love to put in sugar-free chewing gum.
Let's make a distinction between something else, because this is kind of this was tricking me for a lot of years. There are foods on the market that are not organic, but they're natural, and then there are foods on the market that say something like naturally flavored, or I can't remember the language, but it's kind of tricky language, because it seems like it is natural flavor, but it's not. It's a tricky thing they put on the labels now.
Yeah, you got to be careful with labels. You know, we're living in a world where marketing is huge, you know, and people are going to market their product the best way they can, and they're going to use words like that. You know, we know that hydrogenated oils is not a good oil, but sometimes it's the way you say it. You can make people think that it's good. Like you can say easily, this product has hydrogenated oils in it. Well, if people don't know what that means and they go, oh, well, that must be good.
I love growing up in my generation. You know why I love this? My mom was from the South.
Yeah.
And when my mom said we were going to have pea soup or we were going to have black-eyed peas, we knew that a big old chunk of fat back was going in there. And it was fat back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There was no two ways about it. There was no masking it. There was no, you know, we're going to use this special virgin oil, and we think, okay. But none of us actually know where that oil is actually coming from.
Right.
It's kind of a fascinating world we live in now, isn't it?
Exactly.
But, you know, we really have to watch out for our children as well.
And they're smart, you know, we have the Internet going for us now, but I think also because we have the Internet going for us, they have a lot of information that they have to process, and they're not sure what to process in their brains. So we still need people like us to educate them and to educate teachers and mothers out there so that they can educate their children out there. Because if no one's talking about it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This just simply means no one's talking about it. But there's a lot of things out there that are hurting our environment and our lives and our family lives, and it needs to be talked about, and I'll never stop talking.
Well, I want to invite you to do our next show together on Lyme disease. I really want to break this down. You know, I want to do a complete comprehensive show on this some of the internet sites out there that are calling some of the treatment quack treatments and so forth, because there is a lot of information out there. But I would love to do a show that is scientifically based or evidence-based and to really break this down for people.
I would love to do that because people need to know. There's a need to know out there, and if you don't know, you could be hurting a lot of people. And I think that we should do that.
Yep, and Lyme, by the way, and you and I know this, is called the Great Imposter. And next time Dr. Roni is on, we'll tell you why. Roni, thank you so much for joining us. Give out your website one more time.
My pleasure. MV for Martha's Vineyard, holisticretreat.com. And please join us on our fan page, 21 Pounds in 21 Days fan. And hope to see you again. And it was my pleasure. We had a great time today.
We're going to talk about Lyme from somebody that lives in the Lyme zone. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great, great day. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Dr. Roni. And thank you, Madeline. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Roni, Miracles of Holistic Health and Wellness. Tune in every Friday, 3 p.m. for more exciting guests and surprising stories. Visit her website at drroniholistichealth.com. Skype her at Roni.Deleuze. Tweet at twitter.com Dr. Roni. Or call and leave a text at 774-208-2477.